Just imagine a creature that disguises itself as a human to deceive people and then mercilessly hunts them. Friends, today's story is just like that. Quick Flicks presents Sming. Sming is a Thai word meaning a creature that can change its appearance. In other words, a shapeshifter. This story is about a small village in Thailand surrounded by jungles. This village is also known as a village of hunters, but there was one animal they could never hunt, and that was a tiger. Among the villagers was a hunter named Pran. Pran was famous for hunting tigers. In this story, the Sming tiger is a tiger that can also take human form, speak like humans, and hunt people while disguised as one. At the start of the movie, we see a young boy named Ding who is wandering in the forest searching for Pran. Suddenly, he meets a strange hunter. The hunter talks to him and mentions a girl's name. That's when Ding realizes that this isn't a human but a Sming tiger. He tries to run away in fear, but the Sming chases him. Just then, Pran arrives and kills the Sming with his bow and arrow. Ding is terrified because he has never seen such a creature before. He asks Pran what it was. Pran explains that both the mother and son were shapeshifters. Pran had killed one of the tiger and the other had witnessed it. Realizing the danger, Ding and Pran decide to head home. On the other hand, we are shown Pran's family, his wife, and a grown-up daughter named Lumduan. While Lumduan is hanging clothes outside, her dog starts barking. She tells it to hush, but when the dog suddenly goes silent, both mother and daughter become anxious. At that moment, a strange Cambodian woman enters the house and starts talking to Lumduan's mother. Since they can't understand her language, Lumduan's mother asks, "Who are you? What do you want?" As she gets closer, the woman reveals herself as a Sming and attacks Lumduan's mother in tiger form. Lumduan sees this and starts screaming. The tiger advances toward her, but her mother throws a burning lamp at it. The house catches fire in the process. In the flames, Lumduan's mother sacrifices her life to protect her daughter. The tiger attacks her again and then flees. This was the same tiger whose companion was killed by Pran. It had come to Pran's house for revenge and killed his wife. The flames grew so intense that it couldn't reach Lumduan and escaped. Villagers tried to put out the fire. Dang and Pran return to their village. Pran rushes into his burning house and saves his daughter. When he comes out, he sees his wife's dead body and breaks down crying in anger. Meanwhile, the wounded tiger returns to the jungle and mourns beside its dead Sming companion. After this, Pran goes back into the jungle to take revenge for his wife's death, where he sees his wife sitting in an injured state in front of him. But Pran realizes that it is the Sming tiger and fires at it. But the tiger disappears. Then Pran takes out his dagger, and just then, the Sming tiger attacks him and injures Pran. Devastated by the loss, it starts killing people daily. It would not only kill those in the jungle, but also enter villages at night in human form to deceive and hunt people. A month passes and the tiger continues its reign of terror. To seek help, the villagers write a letter to the forest department and send it with Ding so he can bring hunters to eliminate the tiger threat. In the same village, there are 4 brothers who traditionally used masks and weapons to fight off tigers. But now, their methods were no longer effective against the Sming tiger. So they sent Dang to the forest department for help. There, Dang meets a new ranger named Chart who has no jungle experience. Chart is assigned to the mission mentioned in the letter. Chart is sent with Dang to gather information and evidence about the village and its situation. He's excited because it's his first mission and he thinks it will be an adventurous trip, but he has no idea how dangerous the jungle and the tigers are. On their way, they meet 3 American hunters who are also in the jungle to hunt the Sming tiger. They ask for directions and Yang and Chart agree to guide them since they need a ride too. Together, they head into the jungle. After reaching the village, Ranger Chart and the American hunters meet the villagers. A man named Sang tells Chart how the Sming tiger is killing people every day. Sang then shares past incidents and accidents that happened in the jungle. They decide to venture into the forest the next morning to gather evidence. That night, Pran searches the jungle for the Sming when he encounters a terrifying creature, half woman, half tiger. The Sming attacks Pran but doesn't harm him, instead steals his gun and runs off. The next morning, they take Chart into the jungle. They first discover a woman's dead body. Chart asks Sang how he is sure that a tiger did it. Sang points out identical paw prints indicating a tiger's attack. As Chart photographs blood on a leaf, he sees a strange scene and Sang covers his mouth to keep him quiet. They witness a sorcerer controlling a tiger with his magic, a terrifying sight. Then the villagers tell Chart the story of Sming and how the Cambodian sorcerer once controlled the tigers. They explain that Sming was once a normal tiger and had a cub as well. The sorcerer was raising them, but one day, a tigress killed the sorcerer's wife. Grief-stricken, the sorcerer lost his magical powers and Sming became free. Since then, Sming has been killing people and taking their form. Suddenly, a scream is heard. Sang follows the sound and finds an injured man who says a tiger has taken his wife. Sang finds the tiger, taking the woman away. Just then, Sang's masked brothers arrive, rescue the woman, and attack the tiger with sticks. But the tiger injures Sang and escapes. Lumduan shoots arrows at the tiger, but it has no effect, and the tiger keeps running. Then, a fierce hunter appears in front of the tiger. Just as the tiger is about to attack him, the hunter kills the tiger. After killing the tiger, the hunter says, "My name is Bradum, and I am the hunter of Sming." Everyone is stunned. Then Pran appears and says that it wasn't Sming, but a real tiger, and the real Sming is still alive in the jungle. After losing his wife, Pran had been wandering in the jungle for days in search of Sming and has now returned. Back in the village, Pran tells how he encountered Sming and experienced many magical forces during his days in the jungle. He says the jungle is full of mysteries. Pran tells that according to Chinese belief, to kill Sming, 5 brothers born of the same mother are needed, 4 to distract the tiger and the eldest to strike its heart and kill it forever. After saying this, Pran returns to the jungle because his search for Sming continues. That night, American hunters camp near a tree close to the village and keep a close watch on every movement. They monitor even the smallest animals in the jungle. Deng is with them. They begin hunting small animals, but Deng warns them not to do so. Then Sming takes the form of a girl and stands before the American hunters. One of them falls in love with her and follows her into the jungle. In the jungle, the girl transforms into a tiger and kills the hunter. The remaining hunters go into the jungle to search for him. Deng knows it's the work of Sming and tries to stop them, but they go anyway, and Deng follows. Sming cunningly changes form and kills 2 more American hunters. Deng sees it all, and just as Sming is about to attack him, the last remaining hunter fires at the tiger and tries to escape with Diang, but his foot gets caught in a vine and he hangs from a tree. Meanwhile, Diang runs toward the hunter's vehicle with Sming chasing him. When Sming gets close, Diang faints. The next morning, Ranger Chart, Pran's daughter, and the villagers are worried as the American hunters, Diang and Pran, haven't returned. Suddenly, Diang appears from the jungle. Sang remembers Pran's warning not to trust what you see, as Sming can change form and attack at any time. When Bradum hears Sang mention Sming, he goes crazy, thinks Deng is Sming, and charges to kill him. Chart chases after him to protect Deng. Just as Bradum attacks, Chart saves Deng. In his unconscious state, Deng says he saw Sming and faints again. Everyone suspects that this is the same Cambodian sorcerer who uses black magic to control tigers and trap souls, taking their form. But then, the real Cambodian sorcerer appears before the villagers and says, "I am not the one. The hunter is now becoming the hunted," and leaves. Bradum follows him back into the jungle. There, Bradum meets the same American hunter who is still alive but terrified, mistaking him for Sming. Bradum attacks but realizes he's wrong and spares him. Then the real Sming tiger appears, and as both prepare to fight, Sming transforms into Bradum's dog. Seeing this, Bradum lowers his weapon, but Sming reverts to its real form and kills Bradum. The American hunter, terrified, runs away to save his life. Sang and his brothers go into the jungle and encounter the real Sming. The Sming tiger kills one of the brothers and injures Sang. The remaining 3 brothers surround the Sming tiger, but the tiger still manages to escape, and Sang also dies. Now, a lot of time has passed and no one has returned from the jungle yet. Because of this, Lumduan and Forest Ranger Chart become very worried. Both of them take their weapons and head into the jungle to hunt. In the jungle, they see Pran, and Pran tells them that Sming is nearby. Then Pran goes out to search for Sming, and Lumduan and Chart reach a place where Chart spots a weapon half buried in the ground. Lumduan tells him that it's her father's weapon, which was lost during a battle and is still lying there. Chart tries to pull out the dagger. As they both pull it out, they see that along with the dagger, her father's hand is also there. Lumduan realizes that her father is dead. Lumduan is in disbelief but becomes very sad and starts crying. Chart says that they must leave immediately or Sming might attack at any time. No one can be trusted now. Chart reminds Lumduan that her father Pran had warned them not to trust anything they see. Then they realize that the real Sming is now Pran. Just then, Pran appears before them and cries, saying, "Daughter, run away from here." Actually, on the day Pran's wife was killed by Sming, he had gone into the jungle to take revenge. That day, he found Sming and there was a fierce battle between them. During the fight, Sming attacked Pran, and Pran died there with the dagger. Sming trapped his soul and kept appearing in the form of Pran. Since Pran was a hunter, he could still control Sming to some extent, but at night, he would lose control and fully transform into the Sming tiger. Pran tells Chart and Lumduan to run away, but as soon as he turns into the tiger, he starts chasing them. Because Lumduan and Chart have weapons, they manage to injure Sming, and he falls to the ground. Lumduan remembers her father and cries. Just then, Sang arrives, but Sang had already been killed by the Sming tiger. When Lumduan looks behind Sang, she can't see the wounded Sming tiger, which means Sming tiger has now taken the form of Sang. Lumduan tells Chart that he is Sming. Save yourself. Sming then attacks Chart. To help Chart, Sang's younger brother arrives, and both of them try to stop Sming. He tells Lumduan to quickly strike the tiger's heart, saying they won't be able to hold him off for long. Lumduan cries and says, "What about my father?" Then Chart reveals that her father is already dead, and this tiger is beyond their control now. Lumduan remembers her father and pleads for help. At that moment, Pran's spirit emerges from the Sming tiger and tries to help stop him. But Pran can't hold Sming for long. Then Lumduan strikes Sming on the heart, and Sming dies right there. After Sming dies, all the trapped souls leave his body and ascend to the sky. The terror of Sming in the village comes to an end. Sming had also killed the Cambodian hunter, which is why the village is now safe. Sming's final impact is also erased. In the end, it is shown that Chart has grown up and has learned to survive in the forest. He is shown fighting large animals. With this, the movie comes to an end. So friends, this movie is no less than any Hollywood or Bollywood film. Its background music, sound effects, and story earned excellent ratings and also won the Best Visual Effects Award from the Thailand National Film Association. How did you like this video? Do let us know in the comments box. See you in the next amazing movie breakdown. Until then, take care and goodbye.